Let's make sure this mic thing is actually functional this time. No more alien sounding whatever. I'm still not entirely sure if it was the wire or not. It is as in it's fine, or it is as in it's alien again. It's fine. Well, that's good at least. I still have no idea what caused that. One of the things I'm gonna do before uploading the VOD to the YouTube channel is I'm gonna, like, probably see about reducing peaks if it got loud at any point. Do a bit of video editing today. Disclaimer that, hey, by the way, the audio for this stream was borked, and I didn't know until, like, I think it was the final half hour. I wasn't even aware that the voice was a problem. Kinda weird. But, yeah, today we're gonna do some Xenoblade Chronicles 2, once again. Let's see, we just got done freeing... Oh my god, I already forgot her name. The Welsh catgirl. I actually forgot what her name is. I think it was Nia. Yeah, I think it was Nia. We rescued her from... yeah, it was Nia. Okay, good. I got it in the end. But, we rescued her from an execution. We got to see a side of Tora that would have been better displayed more frequently, that being a turbo nerd. I still hold firm belief that if instead of the whole, like, maid incident, fake execution, well, yeah, it was a trap, but I still think if Tora didn't have the whole maid thing and instead it was just like an initial malfunction, remove like all of the maid stuff, you would have an infinitely better character. Turbo nerd living in the sewer, that's fine. Deadbeat pervert turbo nerd living in the sewer, please no. Anyways, we've got everything looking good, which is... Whew. I'm a little relieved that the audio is fine, because holy cow, it has been a consistent concern for me now anytime I get on like a voice chat or anything, because I find myself constantly thinking to myself, oh boy, bad, wait, hang on. Okay, so I don't know a lot about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I've mentioned that before. I know about the whole Tora thing. Is that the man who talks about handling a man's turtle? I feel like that's the man who talks about handling a man's turtle. I wonder if we're gonna see him. Yeah, the guy in the blur with, like, I think it's a trench coat. Oh, it is the turtle guy? Perfect. I know nothing about him aside from that line, and I love him already. Real himbo energy. Closing in on the end of Axiom Verge. Oh, no, there's a game that I haven't played enough of but it's really good what I have played of it. I think I've got it on Switch, actually. Okay, bad time to drink. Okay, game. Just take a little longer to load next time, maybe. Oh, hello. Got an upgrade in action for just like it's a power bomb, but you shoot it and it obliterates glitch corruption in the environment.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Rex, let's go!
This game is a technical marvel.
Keep eye on it.
Yeah!
Rush down.
Why not? Anchor shot!
Make haste and retreat.
Why not?
Right.
Double spinning edge!
Defense protocol activated. Let's go.
Get ready for 90% of the game appearing in real time. Yeah, that was something.
Fine, we can turn it around.
Stop. Break.
Anchor shot! No,
Stop.
The pain.
Topple.
Let's keep this up and we'll win for sure.
I like your attitude.
Sure.
Double spinning edge!
The Nintendo Switch's finest.
Sword bash!
This game feels like it was a tech demo that got, like, expanded out of control.
Everyone's getting
Exciting. We'll win for sure.
I like your attitude.
I shall not lose.
Double spinning edge!
Didn't work.
Anchor shot!
Let us make use of it.
Now let's show them what we're really made of.
Yeah! No one can stop us.
Great
Sword
change.
What do you
bash!
have to do? Master Power.
Gotcha!
Thanks for the support. As
Hit
you
it!
wish.
No!
Now, spinning.
Make haste and retreat.
Didn't even know I wanted that from me.
Why not?
Taste the pain.
Aqua wave.
Rush down.
Anchor shot! Ha!
Make haste and retreat.
Yeah! Double spinning edge! Go for it! I wasn't planning on losing today.
It's in your bag.
That was well done!
That took a long time just to beat a single monkey. I even got my first actual combo off of it. Pokemon Gen 9 learned from the best. Learned it from watching Game Freak and Monolith Soft. I think it's really funny, though, that this game looks the way it does, and yet... So, like, the texture definition is definitely better than, Definitive Edition of the first game, even though the Definitive Edition came out after. But at the same time, I also feel like this game looks worse. And I think it's because of the art style clash. Also the frame rate, but, you know.
Come out, come out! This can't be good! Look out, everyone!
Skeeter nest. Interesting.
I am ready for anything.
You know, I kinda wish there was a map. I know I've made mention of this before, but a map would be pretty handy. Instead, we've got, like, this mini-map that... What? Bees. We've got this mini-map that is...
Come out,
kind
come
of
out.
useless.
How's that?
I don't even think you can zoom out on it either. I hate to sound like I'm constantly down on this game. I'm not. It's just, there's definitely a lot of oddball flaws that this game has. Because, like, performance seems kind of all over the place. Not that the definitive edition for the first game was a whole lot better, but the difference there is everything was cooldowns, whereas this is a lot more of a timing-based combat system, where that becomes more of a problem.
Look what I found.
Congratulations.
Because, like, I'm supposed to be timing my attacks with my auto attacks to maximize damage. But doing that also means I have to... Oh, there's people over there. It also means I have to have, like, a more consistent frame rate going on, which, what in the world? It's a lot of people to be fighting right now. I guess there's just some hostile drivers around. Targeting?
Come out, come out.
As you get more of the real character blades, you'll get 12 different art styles as you scroll them through, which isn't a performance issue, but it's really funny. There's one in specific that clashes with everything else, and it's amazing. Is that the one that's designed by a smut artist? Because I know that there's supposed to be one that is designed by someone who draws that kind of thing. Or maybe there's multiple, I don't know. Given the outfit on Pyra, I wouldn't be surprised.
What have we here?
Don't think it's the one. I guess we'll see when we get to it. Not that I know it off the top of my head anyways. Why does this hut look familiar? Like,
All in one piece.
it's not exactly a unique shape, yes, I will admit that. But, like, some reason just the little, like, the sunrise-looking support structure reminds me of something. Speaking of which, I should probably check if I have any more blades I can, bond, quote-unquote. Hello, Minty Cow. That's the... Was it Manage Blades? Yeah, there it is. So... How do I change the sort order again? There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 7. I guess Rex could use some. I mean, sure, I guess. I do find it weird that they ask us if we want to skip the awakening instead of just giving us a button to skip it while it's happening. I'm going to assume something... Oh, that seems a bit different. Huh?
Here's Kara.
Well, I guess...
Here's Fighting Stick.
I guess I got one of the named ones. Why does the shading style remind me of Dragon Quest? I don't know if that's just me, but it reminds me a lot of, like, the way, specifically Dragon Quest IX. Don't know how good she is, but there's your non-generic blade. Yeah, I got one that isn't generic for once. Do lively jumps and smash your weapon into the ground. Give heart-shaped electric ether to give your enemies a present. Stop thinking? Is this an Airhead character?
It's been a long time coming. Always cute and fierce, though.
Somehow, she has an even worse outfit than Pyra. Nope. Generic one. I feel like it would have been a lot better to just not have the generic ones at all.
I'll fight by your side until
And
my very
instead
soul
of
lives.
having, like, a gacha system, just make us do side quests. What the hell? If you hear that, there's just some guy just shouting outside. I don't know what it's about. But the great sage H-Bomber guy. Oh, you can hardly tell that a man wrote this. Or drew this, given some of these designs. Then again, that's also kind of how I feel about Morgan's design in Dragon Age. Or at least the initial design of Morgan. Where it's just like, oh, I definitely cannot tell that a man designed this.
Watch out.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
a
leaf
rising
blower
star.
season. At the very least, it won't be as hot, which will be great. The character blades already have side quests attached to them, but as the game is now, you need to dedicate time and luck to the gacha to get those blades, their quests, and their rewards. Not to mention their DLC blades. Well, apparently I have all the DLC. So, I guess maybe I'll be fine on that front. You see, I don't really mind paywalled content in certain situations. Like, for example... Oh my god, he plays Blitzball.
I've got your back. Trust me.
Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked constantly. But, I don't mind paywall content in specific situations. Like, for Diablo 2, for example, the Paladin was expansion exclusive. You could not play the Paladin unless you had the expansion. But the expansion wasn't just Paladin. There was another class that you could play, and a crap load of other stuff you could get from it as well. It was a lot of content. And you also got extra skills and abilities for your other classes. I like that. Yes, I put more money towards the game, but I got a lot more stuff in a game that I like. I miss that style of expansions. Gets a lot of these dog types.
My heart and soul into helping out.
Roommate always gets a guy to leaf blow around the house, and it's early in the morning, like 7 a.m., which, while I'm still sleeping at the point they walk past. Oh, yeah, that does become a problem. I gotta wonder just how many of these generic blades there are. Okay, why is Rex getting all of the actual, like, legendary ones?
I'm Adenine. I aim to fulfill my intellectual needs through mediums other than books.
Well, at least this design kind of looks cool.
Time to travel the great wide world and stimulate
Okay,
the
aside from
synapses.
the book gauntlets, that looks kind of silly, but, like... Also, yeah, this art style looks a bit different. Aside from the book gauntlets, the design is pretty cool. Oh yeah, I can't have a third one yet. That's right. The page torso. Yeah, it's like... It's kind of cool. Oh, she's just straight up better, too.
You just leave it to me. I'll
Like,
use my
better
brains to put
stats.
this team to good use.
The dexterity is better... Or maybe ether is better. Huh. That sort of physically disconnected design is always cool. Whether the reason is ghost, magic, or magnetism is neat. Yeah, I think it's a neat design choice. And wasn't the entire reason for Pyra's outfit being, well, this, to make it feel like she wasn't complete? If that's the case, why couldn't they have done something like
Treasure
that
acquired.
with her? I mean, we already know the answer, but... Still...
Hello? Umon! Umon! Where is Umon?
Who is that? Who is noisy while I do my work? Tora, this big surprise.
Long time no see, Uncle Pon.
Yes, long time. About one whole year?
Yes, about that.
Fan service.
You became
Yeah, probably.
very big in 1 year, Tora.
Yes, Tora not Little Pon anymore.
And Tora have lots of sidekicks.
Rex and friends are not
That
Tora's
too.
sidekicks. They are real friends, Umon. Rex, meet Uncle Pon, Umon. He did great research with Grampy Pon. He is great builder of ships.
Hello.
Greetings.
At your service.
I see. Tora's friends. Tora has lots of friends. Very good.
Okay, why
Tora has
does
become fine, Biggie Pon.
his eyes look like the rainbow texture you see
Well,
on bubble
Tora,
soap?
did you need Umon's help for something?
Well, we wanted to borrow a ship from Uncle Pon Umon.
A ship? But there are lots of ships in Toragolf. Why hike all the way to Bum Bum to see me?
Oh,
Great builder of shit.
well,
Tora run out of gold, hmm?
yes. Tora spend all the gold on artificial blade. Tora flat broke, like penniless pancake. I wanted to go on a little boaty jaunt to, nearby place, but no money to go on boat.
I hope Tora can keep track of all these fibs he's telling.
There's no other option. We can hardly tell him what happened in Toragorth, can we?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So long as we get a boat out of this.
Artificial blade, eh? Was this what Tora's Grampy Pon was working on?
My name is Poppy. Pleased to meet Uncle Pon.
Yes, this it! This pretty mighty! Tora take off to Grampy Pon indeed! Oh, well, how can I refuse Tora now? Tora may use Uman's ship, but there is problem.
What is problem?
You see, ship not quite ready just yet. Not much left to do, but work stop because no building parts.
That's the only problem.
Correct, but that is big problem. Big like sea or mountain.
You mean all you need is some parts, then you can finish the ship?
It just as you say, friend.
So if we go and find the parts, then you'll...
Of course, I make ship ready, then you borrow.
Thank you! Come on, everyone. Let's go.
Yay! Let's go find ship ingredients.
It's bad enough for Tora to do the maid stuff. It's so much worse that this is apparently his grandpa's vision. Yeah. How much would have changed if Poppy was designed like a armored core mech instead? Then it would just seem like they're a bunch of Gundam nerds.
Come out, come out.
I like that idea a lot more. Let Tora be into Gunpla. Rather than having a closet full of maid costumes, it's just a closet full of different, like, Gunpla statues he's been building. He's broke because he just can't stop buying kits. Person-sized RX-78 Gundam following you. I mean, I would like that. That would actually be awesome.
Come out, come out.
The way Pyra just jumps on random crap.
Is it night time already?
Please consider taking a rest.
Come out, come out.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Swedish Gundam from that one show everyone memes about, where it's just Sailor Moon. I don't think I'm actually familiar with that one. It sounds interesting.
Come out, come out.
To be fair, though, there's a lot of things that I am unfamiliar with, especially when it comes to shows.
Come out, come out.
I'm gonna say it was G Gundam. Might have to look into it because my Gundam knowledge is admittedly quite limited.
No!
I know that
Lost
the
the upper hand.
Turn A Gundams are funny because of where the cockpit is for all of those. Yeah, you know what? We do kind of need experience.
Poppy will protect Master Ball.
Thanks, Poppy!
Ow!
Eagle Eye!
Sure, why not? Anchor shot.
Losses are in here!
My thoughts exactly.
Poppy will protect Master Ball.
Thanks, Poppy!
Why not? Why not? Double spinning edge.
Oh no, you don't. Activated.
Much obliged.
Thanks for the support!
Just give me the answer.
Gotcha.
What would you have me do?
Bash.
No. Use
Eagle
it.
Eye.
Flame
Sure.
Nova.
Why not? Yeah.
You don't stand a chance to get with
Anchor
us.
shot.
Let us make use of it now.
Sure.
Just give me the answer. Protect
Go for
Master
it.
Ball.
Thanks, Poppy!
Good.
Why
Try
not?
some advice!
Aqua Wave!
Sure. Double spinning edge. Everyone's getting psyched.
Most of my Gundam knowledge is quite limited. I think a lot of it actually comes from Gundam Evolution as a game.
Anchor shot.
It's kind of a shame where Gundam Evolution went, because I think it was honestly a pretty good game.
Excellent.
It just kind of
Great change. Let us make use of it now.
needed better servers.
Anchor shot.
What would you have me do?
Why not?
Taste the pain.
What?
Why not?
Oh, that was a weird.
Sure.
Get over
Double
here.
spinning edge. Give it all you've got.
It's in the bag.
We make a
Leave
good
it to
team.
Tora!
Go on, praise us some more.
There's a G Gundam mobile suit called Gundam Freedom. Obviously, it's France. Oh yeah, are you familiar with Metal Wolf Chaos? Metal Wolf Chaos is quite possibly the stupidest mech game I have ever had the pleasure of playing, and I love it. It is genuinely stupid in, like, all the best ways possible. Is that Big Monkey? That is Big Monkey.
Up.
It's weird to think, though, that Metal Wolf Chaos is a FromSoft game. Because while, yes, it does have the now famous FromSoft difficulty, outside of that, it is an unusual mech game for them. Because a lot of their mech games don't play like that. Because they had a whole bunch of the Armored Core games. They had a couple other mech games that they worked on. I think a few Gundam games. Amusingly, their Gundam games are some of the worst Gundam video game entries in the franchise.
What have we here?
But it's just like, Metal Wolf Chaos is a wholly unique
What have we here?
experience.
All in one piece.
Flora heals an aching soul.
I'm trying to think if FromSoft has any other silly mech games. I know a lot of people don't know that From Software is also responsible for The Adventures of Cookie and Cream, a co-op puzzle platformer game. Not half bad. I remember it has a few moments that are kind of... eh.
Up.
I'm guessing I'm not supposed to be trying to climb this. I'm gonna do it anyways.
Up.
And break all my limbs.
Up.
But yeah, I feel like this is a perfect example as to why you need a map. You can't just have a compass. Because I am looking through all of the routes that I can take, but I'm not really fully grasping what I'm running through. And I'm running into, like, level 30s and all that, which I probably shouldn't be able to do that so easily.
No! We lost the upper hand!
Especially since this is probably going to be death. Or a dead end. Generally, I don't know about anyone else, but I am in the camp where I would rather have just a map as opposed to just a compass. I feel like a lot of games, when they do the,
And arrived.
like,
All in one
the
piece.
objective marker compass, it's always kind of not great. And, like, look at this. I can't even see where these are. It's just like, oh, we've got the Trade Guild. We've got Gormont Provenance. It's like, okay. Like, I get the idea of where those are supposed to be, but, like, at the same time...
It's hot for blood. Stay on your guard.
Go somewhere else, why don't you?
Then again, I don't think the first game was exactly really good with its maps either. Just for different reasons. Because a lot of its maps just kind of happened.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, okay. Massive level 75 bird. Some of the levels here are kind of crazy.
What have we here?
Oh gee, fish. Who'd have guessed? Oop. Okay. I guess that little bit is so steep it just causes you to fall. I also appear to be getting farther away from what I'm looking for. Is this where I'd, like, come from initially or something? I think this is, yeah. Maps are important, people. Yeah, this was definitely where I had come from. I'm not even really someone who thinks that maps need to show you where you are on it. Because, what was that game I played with Loot Cat? Outward?
That wasn't supposed to happen.
I think it was called Outward. Whichever one it was that Loot Cat and I played, that one had a map, but it didn't show you where on that map you were. So instead, you had to learn the landmarks of the land to figure out your general position. And I didn't mind that, actually. I don't know if he's just gonna stay there, or... kind of.
Okay, bring it on. New enemy in the mix.
I guess I found where I'm supposed to go. see those Gundams. Yeah, I think I have seen Gundam Freedom before.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Tora and Poppy are unbeatable team.
Just so.
Put your best foot forward, Rex.
But you
All
got
right
both of them.
already.
Keep eye on it.
Why? Yeah.
Defense protocol
Thanks for the spinning cutter.
protocol activated.
Thanks, Poppy.
Make haste and retreat.
When Christian will protect
I like
us.
your attitude.
Tora can do it.
Gotcha. Double spinning edge.
Let's go.
Ha! Why not? Go for it. Let's pick him up. No. Fired.
Just give me the heads up.
You don't stand a chance against us now. Thanks for the
We'll beat
support.
them with the power of friendship.
Scheiße, man.
Poppy will protect Mastercard.
Finish this. Spinning cutter.
Anchor shot. Ha!
Hold it.
Let's pick him up.
I imagine this game is one of those games you don't want to play when you have a headache.
Let's pick him up. Ha! Anchor shot. Ha! Now I'm fired. Oh!
Tora ready as he ever be.
Ha!
We're on a roll now. Spinning cutter.
Break.
Yeah!
Go.
Ha! Double spinning end.
Gaia crash. Break. Witness the power of Gaia crash. Break.
Ha!
Protect Mastercard.
Thanks, Poppy. Doubly.
Just make use of the back.
Phew! I'm knackered. Oh, can I ride on you for a while, Joe Mac?
Of course, my lady. That is what
Come
I am
out,
here.
come out.
More wood. And then we've also got Lumber Gundam. John Bull Gundam. Zebra Gundam. Interesting design there. Tequila. So, Tequila Gundam, I remember, is actually fairly popular amongst the Mexican community. At least that's what I've heard from my friends who are into it. I wouldn't know. Noble Gundam. Matador Gundam. And there are a lot of odd Gundams. Well, it's like how Speedy Gonzales was actually really popular with them, I imagine. When it's not really done in bad taste, I guess it is received positively.
We found amazing place, friends.
What amazing place.
Join first
What have we here?
Game Jam, one conveniently called My First Game Jam. One of these days I should do the same. Hope you have fun with it, though. Does it really need to pause me every single time I pick one up?
Come out, come out.
I find myself constantly confused by some of the design decisions in this game.
If only I was 500 years younger.
Mind you don't fall out, Gramps.
Oh. I was thinking those would be of a more sensible level. Already have a plan and some open game art music picked out, as well as the RPG Maker MV prep work. Won't make own assets and such until the game itself starts. That's fair. I'm still working on mostly just concept design for a thing I've got sorted. Do I seriously need... Okay, so I just need to cut down random trees, apparently.
And arrived.
All in one piece.
What is this? Weird. Not even an explanation from it. So I'm going to guess that it will be a major thing later.
Come out,
It's just
come
not
out.
important right now. Yeah, Game Jam's always looked like a lot of fun. Something I want to give a shot eventually as well. Some of them have really fun themes. One that I saw a video on earlier was Reverse Roles. A lot of creative concepts came from that. Damn, you joined is in 2 weeks. Not too far off, honestly.
Come out, come out.
It starts in 2 days, lasts 2 weeks. Oh, okay.
Huh. Treasure acquired. Come out, come out.
Surprisingly hard to get the wood needed for this quest. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like they could have put a little time in explaining what I needed first and what to look for, but I'm used to a very different kind of game, I guess. Gonna make a sort of roguelite about a ghost cat.
And arrived.
That could be
What
fun.
here?
All in one piece.
Got the vinegar. Oh, no, there is puzzle tree wood right there. Already sketched up some enemies and bosses. I always find the concept phase to be the most fun of anything. But that might also be because I am... Holy fuck, big monkey. Grim Reaper's castle to escape the underworld. Yeah, it sounds like it would be a pretty good starting point. Simple is always the best when you're getting started. Don't be like me and spend way too much time just building lore.
Treasure acquired.
It's your boy, Immovable Gonzalez, Big Monkey. I wonder if he's in Xenoblade 3 as well. And I wonder if I'm going to die to him in 3 as well.
What have we here?
Because I think I've died to him in literally both games so far. I need puzzle wood. Now, if I was a puzzlewood tree, where would I be? What even is a puzzlewood tree look like? Or is it just a random drop?
Come out, come out.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Worst case scenario, it's a random drop thing.
When did it get so late?
Oh, and I've started glowing. I'm a bit self-conscious.
Go through the
What
castle's
here?
basement, then the lower halls, the upper halls, and then fight Death in his office. There's something kind of amusing about just Death in his office. At the same time, I'm also, like, vaguely reminded of... what's his name? Enoch? Oh, at least the fall damage in this game is a bit more forgiving. You might be mixing up Gonzalez with the territorial Rotbert. That's the big monkey that kills you.
Come out, come out.
I mean, they're all big monkey
Flora heals an
that are like
aching
level
soul.
80 in a level 1 area. Enoch from Off, yeah.
Come
I
out,
remember finding out that that was made in RPG Maker 2003 and being kind of surprised because 2003 is an extremely limited
come out,
tool
come out.
compared to other RPG Maker tools. Unfortunately, it is also the very last RPG Maker to have the floating tag for enemies in the game. Because after 2003, you can no longer tag any of your enemies with floating, so they won't have like that floating animation or
Come
special
out, come out.
Interactions. Got real creative with backgrounds and such. Not even just backgrounds, but
What have we here?
like he also did things with the engine that weren't even really feasible normally.
Come out, come out.
Like, the entire perspective shifting that was going on in the later part of the game, where the batter looks like he's being tilted in 3D. That
Come out, come out.
that was
Flora
something
heals
else.
an
That
aching soul.
like I know how to do it, but it still takes a lot of effort to do. In fact, it takes enough effort to do that most people just don't. And yet they do need to bring back the floating tag, because, like, not only did it give a cool animation
yeah.
to things that are flying, but it also had certain effects on, like, certain moves. So you can make it so, like, oh, I have a bird enemy. This bird enemy is immune to, like, earthquakes. Yeah, it's just changing the sprite as you walk through the events. It's easy enough to pull off, but it still requires a certain level of effort that no one is willing to really put in. Because that still means spriting just a whole sheet
What have we here?
for a perspective change that is probably only going to be used like once. The smokestack animation when you reach 3 is just the background changing on loop. There's also that. There is some very basic timers during the falling minigame when you jump down the sugar stack. There's so many, like, creative usage of just the tools that RPG Maker has when it comes to off. And I'm pretty sure most people would not have figured out a lot of the techniques had they not been showcased in off. I wouldn't say that off is what put RPG Maker on the map, but I know a lot of people who didn't even know what RPG Maker was until off. Heck, there's probably some people who didn't even know what off was until Markiplier played it. I still remember Markiplier's reaction to a purified zone.
Come out, come out.
Dive into off in the editor. I believe there actually is the files just out in the open. Because people have found things like NPCs. Don't want to deal with monkey. Have found things like NPCs that are way out of bounds that you just cannot interact with, but they have dialogue. Is Tora repeatedly falling... No, that's Nia. Nia's just repeatedly falling off into the void. You can make a cool, like, snowboarding minigame like in FF7. Wonder how that would work. I'm just trying to think from the event editor alone how that would work, given how restrictive RPG Maker is with movement. Because it's all tile-based. So if you were to do something like a snowboarding segment and you're moving constantly forwards or downwards, either or, it could take away from your ability to move side to side. Use a ton of parallax backgrounds. That is an option. You'd also have to set up a lot of timers, though, and I can see that getting kind of tiring. And if you're really willing to get into it, you could also learn either JavaScript or Ruby, depending on which RPG Maker you're using.
What have we here?
I still think the craziest thing I've seen done in RPG Maker is someone managed to make a legitimate 3D game in RPG Maker. of course, RPG Maker, what? The world of Valorous still contains many zoological enigmas just waiting to be solved. If you try targeting all sorts of enemies, you'll occasionally encounter ones whose target icon looks different from that of normal. Okay, unique monsters. I know what unique monsters are. They are big, they are strong, they will beat me up.
What are we here?
Tutorial jump scare. I feel like the tutorials in this game are unnecessary. Well, maybe not unnecessary completely, but overbearing is the better word. I think I remember having issues with Xenoblade 1's tutorials as well. Albeit, I feel like they explained them better. And you ran out of tutorials faster.
Come out, come out.
That's the thing, make it a pseudo 3D where you only need to move side to side. The background shifting around takes the forward movement. Yeah, there is all that.
What have we here?
There's just a lot that can be done in RPG Maker, and there's a million and one ways that you can do it. It's a pretty powerful tool, even without any knowledge in programming. One of these days, I'd like to actually do something in it. But unique monsters are big, strong, terrifying, and have names like Unbeatable George Costanza. I'm still remembering that time we went on to the Mechanis, and one of the enemies was just called Moist. Of all things, they just call that specific Mechon Moist. Moist Mechanis.
Come out, come out.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Yeah, there was also an Onion Mechon. They had a lot of weird names. I just remember that. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that, I actually stopped and looked, I probably would have just kept running and fallen to my death. Because depth perception is hard in video games. What is this, a flat image?
This can't be good. Look out, everyone.
Yep.
What have we here?
Finally.
Treasure acquired.
This quest really didn't need to be another collecting quest.
Okay, bring it on.
I hope one of these days RPG Maker embraces other, like, genres of RPG. Like, I would love to see RPG Maker just go, hey, so we know that you want to do other forms of RPG, so here's an RPG Maker specifically designed to make an ARPG. Like an ARPG like Diablo. This is the wrong way. Like, I would love to be able to make an ARPG, but that would require me to learn how to, like, actually program and stuff. Which I am working on that, it's just that RPGs are hard. Like, they are one of, if not the hardest genres to program from, like, the start. So you have a lot of different formulas you need to get sorted.
What have we here?
But it's that complexity that oh, that wasn't very deep water. It's that complexity that inspired me to just take a step back and try to work on something as simple as an NES game to start with. Because a lot of those are pretty simple. Like, what's the most complex NES enemy you can think of?
Treasure acquired.
Aside from some of the boss fights in, like, certain Castlevania games, I guess Medusa heads? There are some level editor Zelda clones. Yeah, as much as I like the style of Zelda games and the clones, I also feel like that is not the kind of game that I would personally want to make. Not because I think that Zelda clones are bad, but because I have different ideas of what I want to do. I cannot tell where I'm supposed to go here. Yeah, there is SRPG Studio. I do own that. Yeah, we need an ARPG maker. Let's get a Dark Souls maker. Let's not actually have a Dark Souls maker, because that would be... Like, strategy RPG maker, yeah, that's fine. I think those kinds of games work. You could just do that in this potential ARPG maker. I suppose it depends on what style of ARPG they go for. Because, yeah, there is Dark Souls as an ARPG, but there is also Diablo, which is more of what I was thinking of. Might not be where I'm needing to go either. I really cannot tell where I'm supposed to be going here.
Okay, bring it on.
Monkey.
Dang, it's found us.
I'm surprised that Monkey didn't target us. Ideally, it'd at least be a little open-ended with some pre-built mechanics and easy ways to make new ones. Ideally, but one thing I have noticed about a lot of the more specific game makers is that a lot of them are, well, rather restrictive. Where? Because, like, SRPG, as nice as it is still fairly restrictive as far as that kind of editor is. But if you want something less restrictive, you've got things like Game Maker, which unfortunately now is a sub-based software. Which actually, let me double check, because I don't know if you're still able to get Game Maker Studio 1 anymore. Or even Game Maker Studio 2, for that matter. Yeah, you just straight up can't get Game Maker Studio anymore. You can get Game Maker, which is a subscription-based thing. So what did they add that necessitates it being a subscription? They made the UI slightly easier to comprehend. They... I think, if I remember correctly, they made it easier to do multiplayer. There's also like a animation editor in Engine now. Which, I mean, yeah, like, nice tools. They are actually nice tools. But why a subscription fee? Yeah, I hate that everything keeps moving towards a subscription fee these days. Okay, why is there a level There's 2 level 7. What is the leveling in this?
Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Darn, why here?
I am so confused at just how this is laid out.
Proper next time, I swear.
Like,
Be wary not to push yourself too hard.
I know that Xenoblade has always kind of had odd leveling for its maps, but I feel like this place just has even weirder leveling than even the first game did.
Oh.
Though it probably only feels this bad because there's no map to figure out where I need to be. So I'm just wandering around trying to remember where is where. And how I can or cannot access where I need to be.
If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
One thing I will say, though, is that when it comes down to Game Maker as a software, I have technically used it for quite a while. Is there a landmark fast travel? Kind of. But, you might notice a problem. All of those are in town. There is none that go to where I need to be. So I have to walk all the way over there, find my way in this kind of confusing map layout. Yeah, so I discover landmarks, but I can't travel to the landmarks like in Xenoblade 1.
Okay, bring it on.
Because it's a completely different system for some reason. What?
Out of juice.
Oh, monkey. I wasn't even paying attention
I'll
there.
bash you up proper next time, I swear.
Be wary not to push yourself too hard.
I definitely feel that this game is a bit
What have we
weaker
here?
than the first one was. I can't say if the story is, but as far as I have played so far, I'm gonna be real, I don't think I like this one as much as the first. I'm still willing to play through it. Like, I have fun with it, but the first one, I feel, is definitely a lot better as a game. Oh god, he's Saint from Rain World. Now, Rain World is a game that I would never stream.
You're all mine.
Not because it's a bad game, but because that game I just
What
get
over
lost in constantly, and it makes for not the most amusing watching experience. Because I just end up getting lost, I end up running around for a while, and probably die to something stupid. Okay, but seriously, where the heck am I supposed to go here? With only a compass and no map to look at, and no ability to warp to the landmarks that I've been finding. It's just weird. If I go there, there's a bunch of level 90 stuff there for some reason. If I go here, it seems to be getting farther away from where I need to be. But every other place is just a dead end. And, in terms of directions, I'm not the most talented. Let's just wander, I guess. Wandering stream. That seems familiar. I think we went here for a bit. I don't know if we turned around or not. This map is kind of big, so we did explore a lot. There's the Titan battleship. You'll be going? Alright. Take care, Vichy. Hopefully I'll find what I'm looking for here. Though somehow I've got my doubts.
This can't be good. Look out, everyone.
I am ready for anything.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it!
Perhaps
What have we
rest
here?
and enjoy view for a bit.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Up. Come out,
Is that
come out.
water poison? So it is. I guess it's polluted water. Let's see if I can ever figure out where I'm supposed to be going here.
Wow! World has many amazing places in it!
Perhaps rest and enjoy view for a bit.
There's still that one guy just standing there.
Put your best foot forward, Rex.
All right already.
Yeah!
Protocol activated.
Anchor shot!
Make haste and retreat.
Sure. Spinning! Ha! Sword back! Eagle eye!
I missed.
Thanks for the support!
Double spinning! Much obliged.
As
Hit
you
it!
wish.
No!
Thanks for the support!
Nova.
Why not? Anchor shot!
Make use of it now.
We'll beat
My
them
lady,
with the power
I
of
would
friendship.
advise you to put more thought to your defense next time.
I'll be fine. Offense is the best defense, right?
Not always. Sometimes you do really need to just defend. Okay, so let's take a step back here now that we have kind of reset ourselves. This is the spot that spawns wolves. I mean, we don't want to go in that direction.
If they seek a fight, they shall get one.
I kinda wish that didn't interrupt the compass. Just makes the random encounters, well, they're not even really random, but just the open world encounters become a little bit more obnoxious because of it. And we're just back here again. Not understanding. Is there at least, like, a map? I hate to look this up, but at this point, I think I need one. What is this area called again? one of the most searched things is legitimately just the map. Alright, let's see here. Right here, so... Oh! Just filling stuff out here and mentally... If I remember correctly, I was jumping around where I shouldn't be.
Oh. What have we here? Huh.
Way to climb up there, but we don't really need to be up, we need to be down.
Huh. Huh.
This is
Huh. Huh.
not the location we need to be in right now.
Up.
What an oddball experience this is.
This can't be good. Look out, everyone!
We've got level 40s there. 35. $75 in there, or not 75, 73. That would be death, right? Oh, or not.
Okay, bring it on.
But now we're, I think, where we were when we started in this area.
Up.
Very
We're
odd.
back here. This is where my whole adventure with Rex really began.
Oh, right. This must be the spot where you and Rex washed up.
Though we only made it here thanks to Gramps' efforts.
And those efforts are the reason I'm like this now.
Well, if you stayed that big, you couldn't exactly travel with us. I'd say you're just right.
If I was my old self, I'd be able to carry you anywhere. Well, anywhere within reason. the World Tree would be pushing it.
Amazing! So how long did it take you to get to Argentum from here?
At the current separation, let's see, about 10 days' travel.
That long?
You do it faster than that, or you taste the whip, is what I'm hearing.
Of course, that's not what I mean. But that's like 3 or 4 days by boat.
My apologies. I'm not as young as I used to be.
What is point of worrying now Gramps not big anymore?
True enough. That old body is a thing of the past.
Well, I think you are adorable like this. I like it.
Well, that's very kind of you, Pyra.
Are you blushing, oldster?
Tell me, Rex, do you ever wish I was in my old form?
Streamer 2. I'm not that far ahead. I'm just lost.
I think you better like this.
Oh, you prefer me this way?
It's cool to have you riding on my back for a change. Just hearing you encourage me from behind really sets my heart at ease. And when you were big, we couldn't just, you know, hang out or walk together. I like being able to stay close.
I see.
You look rather pleased, Deserta.
If I were to be honest, Rex's helmet is a little cramped. Not to mention the jolting and bumping and bouncing around. It's enough to make me lose my lunch at times. But hearing Rex say that, for the first time, it made me think that perhaps this was actually a good thing.
I'm sorry about the jolting. Looks like I've got to get used to this situation too.
That's all right, Rex. I'll keep the words of encouragement coming. I shall endeavor to become ever more reliable.
Actually, if you're planning on nagging me constantly, maybe I'll pass.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have Dromac's nagging voice in my ear all the time either.
Cheeky sods.
I like that exchange, actually. That's what you get for having a whack
Treasure acquired.
sleep schedule. Sleep schedules are hard. But let's see, my current objective is to get back to Uman's place, and I'm not gonna lie, this whole thing has made me wish that there was an actual, like, in-game map for me to utilize right now. Because without a map, I'm kind of just running around blind. I've explored a lot, which, yeah, that bit is nice in a way, but Xenoblade 2's map sucks. Yeah. I've kind of been complaining about it most of this stream, if I'm gonna be honest. Even Xenoblade X has had a good map, and most of that game kind of sucks. I wouldn't know, I don't own a Wii U. And I doubt they're ever gonna port it to Switch. Though I wouldn't really complain if they did.
What have we here?
I'm always willing to try games that people say are bad. If I have interest in the series, of course. Because I played Devil May Cry 2 all the way through, and yes, it is every bit as bad as people say. But I wouldn't exactly say it was so bad that I should never have played it. Because it was kind of fascinating in a way, especially when you know that the director, or the late director for... I say late like he died. No. I mean, like, he came onto the project late. But, like, eventually he just didn't want to be known as the guy behind Devil May Cry 2. So he basically begged to be able to make Devil May Cry 3, and then proceeded to make the literal best game in the franchise. And as a result, I feel like even though Devil May Cry 2 is a bad game, especially for its franchise,
Calm your mind.
I still think that it was actually very interesting to play. Well, I say it's trash, but if it gets ported to Switch, you'll replay it. So is it one of those situations where it's like, it's a bad entry in the franchise, or is it like just genuinely
Flora
bad?
heals an aching soul.
Meh! Morning already?
It is new day.
Okay.
Bad
bring it
entry
on.
and a meh game. Alright, back to where we started, trying to figure out where the hell we're supposed to go. I've played through some pretty bad games as well. And usually if I play all the way through a bad game, there's something about it that I feel is enough. Like, yes, sure, it may not be a game that I would recommend to anyone, but it has something that either inspires me in a way, or I think personally, at the very least, is a gateway to something good. Like in Devil May Cry 2's case, they added a dedicated dodge button, which, if you're not familiar with the Devil May Cry franchise, is great, because holding R1 and moving in a direction and then hitting cross just to be able to dodge is kind of Like, the quests were good, better than Xenoblade 2's quest by a lot. Yeah, I haven't done much of Xenoblade 2's quests, especially not the side quests. I keep ending up in this location, but I don't think this is where I need to be.
That one.
Like, a thing I can climb up or something? They put this shack in such a weird spot. And I feel like every time I'm gonna have to go to it, it's gonna be a whole journey just to get to it.
What have we here?
It's a quick travel place. Which one is it supposed to be then?
Treasure acquired.
Upper level left? This is such a weird way to be doing it. I didn't know that it would show a map if I actually pressed buttons.
What will we find?
Well, that helps a lot, and I kind of wish I knew that that was a thing. I just wandered around for, like, nearly an hour. Unironically hate Gourmont so much. I'm not exactly very fond of it either right now. Compared to literally every other area in Xenoblade, it's boring. I feel like it's also the most unhinged when it comes to its level spacing. Because you can turn around a corner and suddenly everything is level 30 or level 6. Supposed to be like the Bionis leg of this game, but it looks way more plain. I think that's because it doesn't have any actual, like, landmarks. Whereas Bionis leg did have landmarks. And I feel like that's something that open world developers need to understand. Landmarks are important. You can't just have, like, wide open natural landscapes. You do need to make it so people can kind of come to grips with what you've got going on here. I'm walking right now because I just want to see where the heck I was supposed to be going to get here. I also feel like, in comparison to the Bionis Lake, this area is just too large. Because there's a lot to just wander through. Okay, we've got all the monkeys. And there's level 20s all of a sudden over there. I think that's also part of what I'm not super enjoying about this area. You turn a corner and it's just like, oh hey, by the way, there is a huge level gap here. Dorna made the best change to Gourmont, made it smaller and more focused. So, let's see. What I needed to be doing this entire time was going on this route. Okay. Guess I was spending too much time avoiding the giant monkey. Also, I'm not really liking how, fetch questy the main quest is feeling like right now. Because I just went and got all the stuff I needed for the artificial blade. I had, like, a few moments of gameplay. And then I need to gather parts for the ship. And now I need to go and find the Titan for the ship. I don't know. I feel like it's a little early to just suddenly be dumping fetch quests in a game. A lot more fetch questy in the beginning. Oh, right.
I'm getting better.
I forgot that this is how levels work in this game.
More strong now!
Really?
Why is this how leveling
I'm still getting
works?
shoulder.
There's so many design decisions in this that just confuse the heck out of me.
Nice cat nap.
Actually prefer the rest leveling mechanic. I'm personally not keen on it. But I'm also someone who has spent a lot of time in ARPGs where you level up automatically, you just spend points on
Morning, Rex.
your,
Did you sleep okay?
Ugh, I slept like a baby.
on your, like, character and all that. Because in Xenoblade 1 and X, if you got an area where you discover it and get XP, you just become over-leveled. I feel like getting over-leveled is just going to happen regardless of how you handle the level-up system. The only thing that you can do is either make it more or less tedious. And the downside to making it tedious is that it can very much result in,
They shall get one.
sorry. It can very much result in situations
New
where
enemy in the
it
mix.
doesn't feel satisfying to level up.
Ow!
But in 2 and 3, you can at least choose to not make the game easy. I don't really mind making a game easy if I have worked for it. But I'm also someone who thinks that, like, the automatic leveling is a lot more satisfying in practice. Having to stop everything you're doing to go to an inn to make sure that you're not getting beat up by the local wildlife as much, that always seems a little weird to me. Oh, that's interesting.
What have we here? This can't be good. Look out, everyone!
wandered into an area leveled up 20 levels. The one thing about Xenoblade 1 to also remember, though, is that it's...
What have we here?
It's really weird. Like, just genuinely very weird.
You're all mine.
What you think?
Because I don't think I've ever had a game where, like, you're either under-leveled because you didn't do any of the side quests, or you're over-leveled because you did any of them.
It's hot for blood. Stay on your guard.
Because I swear, you can make or break your game in Xenoblade 1 by just doing side quests at all. Still remember, saw a streamer being 27 levels under an enemy in nearest sea. See, I don't think I was ever, like, super under-leveled up until, like, near the end game. And I didn't really do any side quests either. I did do a bit of accidental grinding. Accidental because I would just wander around and get attacked.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Endgame Xenoblade 1 kind of sucks. I will agree on that. Because, like, I feel like you get to the Mechonis, the game gets, you know, actually kind of challenging if you haven't been, doing anything with side quests. You go through pretty much all of the Mechonis, and it's not too bad until you get to, God, what is his name? I'm actually spacing on his name now. The main guy of the Mechon. Starts with an E. Oh. Egil. Yes, that's him. It's when you get to Egil, I feel like the game starts to actually encourage that grind or die kind of thing. Because I never felt the need to do side quests or to grind while playing the game. I just explored, I picked up shit, and it all worked. Guess it's too low or something. Really not digging this map, like, at all. Can't remember what's the deal if you do the main quest in Xenoblade 2. Well, if the enemy level spacing is anything to go on, I'm going to imagine it's going to be painful. Because this game's level scaling is weird. Yeah, doesn't this just, like, swim? I wonder if I could swim to where I need to be, actually. Around the level of enemies in the next area. Like, I get that the level spacing has always been kind of weird in Xenoblade, because even the first game had its level 90 monkey in the level 15 area. But I also feel like when it comes down to it, this game handles it worse.
Treasure acquired. What have we here?
Yeah, it's like 5 levels though. Whereas like I'm wandering around this area, I find level 5s, 6s, then it jumps to like level 13s to 16s, jumps again to like 25s to 30s, 35s to 40s, and then suddenly there's level 70s, level 80s, level 90s. Yeah, they're all right next to each other, and it kind of makes for a experience, in my opinion. It feels like they're trying to discourage exploration. Titan. This kind of emotional reunion. We just have to give it this green pollen orb, right? Rex, you go do it. Why me? I mean, I don't mind, but try not to get eaten yourself. Don't say things like that. Here you go. Titan swim off somewhere. Perhaps it's gone to see Umon? I dare say so. Titans are quite intelligent, I'll have you know. Let's go back and see Umon then. Please tell me you're warping me to that. Gorma is the only area where it really sucks. I feel like they could have cut out a few things here and the pacing would be infinitely better.
So, shall we?
What's kind of funny though is as I stop and think about it, I don't think I fast traveled like much at all in the first game, but I've already done it so many times in 2. Well, not so many times, but I've already been doing it right now. I think I didn't start fast traveling in the first game until I was like level 50. Weirdest thing is there's almost no point to go to Gorma past like level 70. Yeah, and there's like level 90 enemies here. And set sail at any time. No need for thanks. Once friends set sail, come talk to Umon. Latest and greatest Umon vessel is ready and raring to go. Feel free to depart at any time. Have good trip, friends. Take care, Tora.
So now we borrow Uncle Pon's boat.
Thanks, Umon. We owe you.
Indeed! Enjoy your boaty jaunt!
Why is Tora so trash? You know, the funny thing is, I don't think I would hate Tora so much if it wasn't for the whole maid aspect. Because him just being a massive nerd is fine. I could actually stomach him if he was just a nerd. Like, instead of building a cute girl robot, what if he built just straight up a Gundam.
So that's the World Tree.
Whoa, I've never seen it so close before.
Me neither, to tell you the truth. But it's just as awesome as I'd hoped.
The current's really strong.
Without the maid stuff, he'd just be
Falling that,
nerdy and a
and
bit
you're
annoying.
It's great that we made it this
Kind
far.
of just a creep. Yeah, like,
But how do we
remove
get
the
over
creep
there?
aspect and you'd be a lot
Any
better.
ideas? Pyra?
We...
Huh?
Rex, we need to leave. We can't stay here.
What? Why? What are you talking about, Pyra?
It's a Mechon.
Ophion!
Really do look like a Mechon, though.
Ophi who?
Quick!
Huh? Gotcha!
Ophion, stop this. What's wrong? Can't you hear me? It can't be.
Like, it kind of reminds me of that one Mechon that had, like, the tentacles almost.
What was that? Thought we were done for. Huh? Is that...
Uraya's Titan.
Hydri.
This is not good! Ah, here it comes!
I'm hydrating and they dying. Actually love the Mechon designs from the first game. I feel like I just enjoy the general designs of the first game better than I do some of the things I've seen in this one so far. Oh, we're inside Monstro now.
Pyra? Anybody?
What a place to put the light.
You hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Oh. Meh.
Looks like we're all okay.
Purely because they exist.
Except for the fact that we now find ourselves in the belly of the beast.
The beastie's belly?
This is the inside of the Orion Titan.
Meh, meh.
Look!
Tora think this not nice place.
Is that how we're gonna end up?
Hey Rex, don't jinx us.
Everyone, shouldn't we try to get out of here? If I recall, the Orions live towards the beast's back. There must be a way up there.
Why did that last line sound sped up?
Hang around here for sure.
Over there.
Huh?
Poppy sees something over there. Someone coming this way.
For real? Maybe you're just seeing things.
Poppy is certain. Something is flickering over there.
Flickering? You say? Some kind of ghost, maybe?
Shut up. There's no such thing.
Nia, you're not scared, surely?
Don't talk nonsense, Rex. I'm not a kid.
You're scared. At last, something Nia's scared of.
I hope those two hook up.
Just you watch. Hey, where's Pyra?
What?
Pyra's missing.
But she was right here. Pyra? Pyra!
Hey, what's up?
Ah! Hey, what's the big idea? Don't wander off like that.
Nothing, really. I was just taking a look around. What's the matter?
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, Titan's fault.
Oh, things are looking brighter already.
Poppy can help too.
Now even more brighter.
You two are certainly earning a keep. Ah, I wish I could say the same for old Dromark here.
Apologies, my lady.
See? Not so scary when you can actually see. Let's find the exit.
Yeah!
Poppy's light eyes are so incredibly funny. They are. I don't know why, but it is very funny.
Come out, come out.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Also, if you are an enjoyer of robots, tomorrow we're actually going to be playing more Armored Core. We're piloting giant robots with machine guns. It's a game series that I do have prior experience with, but it's not as though I've played enough to fully remember everything.
It must have sensed our skill.
Never heard of it. It's gotten a lot of popularity recently, mostly thanks to Armored Core 6 being announced recently.
Our emotions are too rising.
Make use of it now.
Let's go!
For sure. New enemy in the mix.
Flame Nova.
Super.
Why not?
Defense protocol activated.
Sword back. Sure. For sure.
I won't sacrifice.
Stop.
Gotcha.
Break.
Double spinning edge.
Just don't actually play or know about a variety of games. That is fair.
Why not? Rush down. Anchor shot.
I won't sacrifice.
Gotcha. For sure. Everyone's getting psyched.
Hearts of everyone beat to Jaguar. I'm getting fired.
Double spinning edge.
As you Master Pawn.
Providence.
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
Oh, why not? Anchor shot.
Let us make use of it now.
On my end, I play a lot of games just generally.
Master Pawn.
Give it all you've got.
Too bad.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
Double
what would you have
spinning
me
edge.
to
No, you fight Poppy.
Why not?
Get over
Break.
my turn.
Poppy will protect
Sword
Master Pawn.
bash.
Jaguar slash.
A lot of the reason that I stream is basically to play games that I otherwise missed out on. It's actually how I went and ended up playing the Devil May Cry games. It's also how I started playing the Xenoblade games.
Anchor shot.
I've basically just been using streaming as a means to play as many games as I can.
Stop. Break.
I won't sacrifice. Rush down.
Why not? Do it. Double spinning edge.
Spinning!
Got my friend. Break.
Ha! Right! Yeah!
Let us make use of
Thanks
the
for the
power.
support!
Why not?
Spinning! Cutter!
Double spinning X.
Let us make use of it now.
This is one tanky, like, lizard.
Break.
Get over here! Spinning! Ow, ow! Ether anchor! Yeah! Dumply, dumply! Anchor shot! What would you have me do? Let's go!
For sure.
Spinning! Cutter!
Pirates, let's go.
Rex, I'm with you.
Burning sword!
I forgot about the whole timing thing.
I shall defend you to the last, my lady.
Okay. Now that I am no longer being distracted by a really tanky lizard or two, Armored Core can be best described as a mech building simulator almost. I say almost because there is actual combat involved as well. But a lot of people spend most of their time in, well, the garage. And there's basically just trying new parts, finding out what works for you. And it's actually a lot of fun, I think. But I think today I'm actually going to stop the stream right here. I would have gone on a little bit longer, but I also have other plans today. That said, we did technically go on longer than we usually do. Usually we only do 2-hour streams. We almost did 2.5. I know it's not that big a deal, but I'm hoping to, you know, stretch out the streaming muscles and get to being able to stream longer. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing Armored Core. My current mech build is using reverse joint legs, so it has good aerial capabilities, and is using a machine gun for a weapon. We'll hopefully not have to deal with the poison mission yet. I don't remember when that comes up, but I'm not looking forward to it. Anyways, thank you, Index. Thank you, V-Sheep, even though I know you've bounced already. Thank you all for popping in. I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. If not, see you whenever you're back. Have a nice day, everyone. Ciao.